Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be going over three players that I really like for Washington in that first round that I haven't seen mocked to us a lot. Like players like Caleb Downs, Arvell Reese, Ruben Bain, Jordan Tyson, Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon. Those are all players I see mocked to us a lot. But I just want to go over three players that I barely see mocked to us, and I don't know why, that I would love to see Washington draft, and I can see them drafting as well. All right, let's get straight into it. First up, Mansour Delon from LSU. He had played his first 3 seasons at Virginia Tech, so he'd be coming home. And yeah, I think he's the best cornerback in the class. Lockdown corner. Only real concern is his arm length. His arms are a little short, but he still locks everybody down. 2 interceptions on the year, 11 pass deflections. And I know those stats aren't popping out, but cornerbacks that don't get targeted don't have stats that like crazy stats. And I think the best stat for your cornerback is not being targeted at all, because that's how much a team respects you and they don't want to throw your way. So yeah, Mansour Delon, he's definitely one I really like. And I know a lot of Washington fans probably don't want to see us go cornerback high again because we spent second-round pick on Mikey Sainristil 2 years ago, and then Trey Amos a year ago, second-round pick. So I know a lot of people don't want to see another cornerback high, but I think the DB room really struggled this year, and Trey Amos is probably the only player that had a good year out of everyone in the cornerback room. So I could definitely see us going a cornerback round 1 and Delon. Yeah. And just take a look at these stats right here. Look at these grades. Great grades, everything. And he finished with a 90 grade on the year. 90.7, which is amazing. And here's his yards allowed. Only one game over 30 yards allowed. That's just crazy. And look at these last 4 games. 0 yards allowed in his last 4 games. He's a pure lockdown corner that I just would love to see Washington draft. All right, next up, we got Sonny Styles from Ohio State, linebacker. Ignore these ads in the middle. But he is, in my opinion, he's a better pure linebacker than Arvell Reese. Now, Arvell Reese will probably go higher because Arvell Reese has potential on the edge in the NFL and as a pass rusher. But as a pure Mike linebacker, I think Sonny Styles is the best linebacker in the class. If you want to watch probably the greatest linebacker tape ever, watch him versus Indiana. He absolutely balled that game. And he had 81 total tackles on the year, half a sack, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception. But yeah, Washington needs a linebacker with Bobby Wagner retiring, Luvu regressing. I like Jordan Magee a lot, but I feel like we do still need a linebacker because there's not next year I think McGee's going to be a starter, but we need another linebacker next to him. And that can be Styles. And it could be Luvu, but I think Luvu is just regressing right now, and I feel like the best option would be Sonny Styles. He's another one I like a lot. Just take a look at some of these grades real quick. 88.7 overall grade. It's the 15th out of all linebackers. He had an 87 run grade, amazing, and then an 89 coverage grade as well. So he's good in coverage too. And I feel like he'd be the perfect linebacker to pair next to Jordan Magee next year with Bobby Wagner, likely retiring or probably not going to be back. And yeah, he balled out in where's that one game against Indiana? So they only have him 73.9, but if you watch the tape, it's unbelievable. He played so well that game. Yeah, so Sonny Styles is someone I like a lot, but I just haven't really seen being as mocked to him. It's kind of confusing because our linebacker struggled a lot this year. So yeah, he's another guy I like a lot. And sorry, we're just going to go back to his stats for the year. Been Ohio State all 4 years, but this year he took a big leap. Yeah, look at this. Doesn't allow many yards in coverage, makes a lot of tackles. Yeah, this guy, I like him a lot. I really would love to see us draft him, but if you want to go pure linebacker so early, maybe not, but I still think he'd be a great piece for this defense. And for my final player, I'm going Peter Woods, defensive tackle from Clemson. Now, when you look at the best defenses in the NFL, you got Philly, who they had Jalen Carter, the Seahawks got Byron Murphy, and just having a guy that can take on multiple blocks. I think Peter Woods took on like the most double and triple teams out of any defense tackle all year. Now his stats don't pop out, but Jalen Carter only had 6 sacks in his college career, and Peter Woods had 4.5. I know it's not a lot, but having a D tackle that can take on multiple blocks is a beast in the run game. I feel like can really transform a defense, and you see it with Philly and Seattle how someone that can take on multiple blocks can leave other players open. His stats probably won't be eye popping, won't be crazy in the NFL. Might not have a lot of sacks, but he'll probably be one of the most valuable players in the league. I think he does remind me a lot of Jalen Carter, actually. And I feel like Washington, I like Johnny Newton a lot, but he's not the best run defender. And to have someone like Peter Woods next to Johnny Newton, that sounds amazing. Leave Johnny Newton one-on-one a lot. Johnny Newton, if you leave one-on-one in pass plays, he's going to get to the quarterback. And I think just Peter Woods would help everybody out on the defense. Now, if you look down here, he was best his freshman year. And coming into the year, he was projected to be like a top 3 pick. He's that good. He's can disrupt the whole entire offense. And I just feel like that's what Washington's missing right now. They don't have Kinlaw is kind of it's been a little disappointing. He's been solid at some points, but still a little disappointing. Newton is not like Peter Woods at all. He's not like that big run defender that takes on multiple blocks. That the whole team has to plan their whole game plan around not letting him disrupt the game, and that's just going to help out us a lot. And I know fans would hate to see us draft a D tackle with 2 sacks, but he's just so good. His stats weren't amazing this year, but the whole Clemson defense kind of struggled. But I don't think he really struggled. I think he just took on double, triple teams all year, and that helped out. Will help for Clemson. He had a big year because the defensive ends get free 1-on-1s because the guards and the center have to all block one guy. So, yeah, I think Peter Woods would be a great choice for Washington. Probably be a pick that would be hated by most of the fan base, but once he starts playing, they're going to love him. So, yeah, and that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you have any players that are kind of a wild card out there, let me know in the comments. I would love to see what you guys think. Again, I didn't want to do like the main players that everyone has mocked to us, like Caleb Downs, Arvo Reese. They're great players, but I just want to do a little wild card post here. Yeah, and all right, thank you for watching. Have a good one.